There are several clues in the New Testament confirming the crux emissa as the most reasonable inference related to the shape of Jesus' cross. Let's take a look at several clues in the New Testament. Perhaps most obviously is the description of crucifixion offered in the Gospel of John when Jesus tells Peter how he would die in a manner similar to Jesus.
Truly, truly, I say to you, when you were young, you used to dress yourself and walk wherever you wanted. But when you are old, you will stretch out your hands, and another will dress you and carry you where you do not want to go. This he said to show by what kind of death he was to glorify God. And after saying this, he said to him, "Follow me."
Jesus told Peter he would die with his hands stretched out. History records Peter's death in Rome, where he was crucified upside down. If Peter died like Jesus, his cross would have to be either a crux commissa, a crux emissa, or a crux decusita in order for his hands to be outstretched. In addition, Thomas, expressing his doubt in the resurrection, told the other disciples he needed visual evidence before he would believe it.
So the other disciples told him, "We have seen the Lord." But he said to them, "Unless I see in his hands the mark of the nails, and place my finger into the mark of the nails, and place my hand into his side, I will never believe."
If the crux simplex was used to crucify Jesus, he would likely have had his hands nailed in place with a single stake. Thomas, however, asked to see the holes from the nails, plural, used to pin Jesus' hands. Once again, this infers Jesus' cross would have to have been either a crux commissa, a crux emissa, or a crux decusita, to require more than one nail for Jesus' hands. Finally, a clue in the Gospels of Matthew and Luke may help us determine which of these three forms was actually employed. The Gospel authors described the placement of the sign identifying Jesus at the point of crucifixion.
And over his head they put the charge against him which read, "This is Jesus, the King of the Jews." There was also an inscription over him, "This is the King of the Jews."
Only one of the three forms of cross inferred from John's Gospel would be properly shaped to allow for the placement of this sign above Jesus' head. The traditional crux emissa is the best inference.